Beachwood BBQ. A pretty damn good place.
Hi, welcome to Two Guys Steak on Food. I'm James.
I'm Jamie.
And we're here at the Beachwood BBQ because our good friend Jim here has recommended the place. And we are accompanied by Chris, who is a chef in his own right. A damn good chef.
Damn good one.
Damn straight.
This is a, what, tater tot casserole?
Yep.
Yes.
What's it made out of?
Well, you got your tater tots, you got your cheese curds, you have a duck confit and a duck gravy on top of that.
It's the American version of the poutine.
It's an American version of the poutine. It's basically totally like trailer trash high cuisine.
Yeah, this is the smoked nut and olive plate. It ought to be pretty damn good. The appetizer we had were simple things.
We had two of them. We had a nuts and olives plate, as well as a...
You describe it.
Tater tot poutine, basically. So what we had was some cheese, which were cheese curds, which is a very simple
Smoked cheese curds.
fresh cheese with tater tots on top. Then on top of that is the real kicker. You had duck confit with a duck gravy on top of that, drizzle all over the place, making everything gooey and luscious.
It was good.
Very good.
It was so epic.
And what I want to mention about the nuts and olive plate is that there were smoked nuts.
Yeah,
on top.
an oil-cured
Oil
olive.
with peppers and other stuff in them. Really excellent as well.
Everything was done in house. It was just, and you could taste the love that they put into their food here. It's absolutely amazing.
We give a 5.
Out of 5. It's so
5
good.
out of 5.
Yeah.
From the planet right
That
there.
looks amazing, actually.
This is what?
This is the Buffalo Sloppy Joe with bacon and onion, ragu, green beans, and a kale and barley salad.
This would be a full rack of baby back ribs with your own choice of sauces.
And there's like 4 varieties of sauce.
Looking forward to that.
I'm gonna have to rob you from one of those, right?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Oh, my ribs.
This is the braised meat cod.
Oh,
Venison.
Of course not the...
Okay.
It's an alligator and tasso stew. Alligator is pretty self-explanatory. Tasso is a type of sausage.
So what I had was what in essence is a gumbo. It was made with alligator and what was the name of the sausage? Tasso sausage. Very Cajun dish. It was fantastic. It came with a little bit of rice dipped into the actual stew itself. It was sort of like a wild rice and white rice pilaf. The flavor was fantastic. It's just what you want from that kind of Cajun dish. Just a little bit of bite, a kick of spice, but the rest of the smokiness and flavor of the alligator and the tasso really came through. What was really awesome about it too is that there was some dried apricot in the actual stew, which added a little bit of sweetness to the otherwise very salty meat, balanced the dish wonderfully. I totally give it a 5 out of 5. It was amazing.
I had the Buffalo Sloppy Joe with fried sage on an onion brioche. Absolutely amazing. Little warning, the sage could be a bit much for certain people, so you could get it on the side or certain people. It was absolutely delicious. The buffalo had a beautiful gaminess to it. It wasn't overpowering. And the sides were just absolutely epic. I would give it a 4 for people who are not big into sage, but I personally give it a 5.
Jamie?
I had the full rack of baby back ribs. It comes with no sauce. It's a nice dry rub to it. If you have that straight, it's really good on itself because it's a very tender meat. You can really pull it apart. I didn't need a knife to take any of these off to give it to the guys here. But what's great about it is that they serve on the side 4 individual sauces: mustard, spicy barbecue sauce, sweet sauce, and vinegar, if I remember right. And oh god, none of them go wrong. And I mean, I'm not a spice guy, but even the spicy one, it kicks on the back end. It just stays there as a light addition to it. So that, the dry rub mixes. That dry rub mixes with all of the sauces. For me, meat guy, 5 out of 5. Get it.
And me, I had the wild game meat pie, and wild game they had was braised venison. It was ground venison. Oh my god, it was good. I've had venison like that since I was like 12 years old, and with my grandfather hunting. and even the crust was
It's this nice
good.
deep fried sort of biscuity crust. You
Yes.
can tell if there was some kind of fat infused with the bread. It was amazing.
It reminded me of a really nice empanada. That's what
That's what it really reminded me of, a gamey
Very
empanada.
good.
Very good. And I also want to give honorable mention to your side and my side, because if you ever get the greens here, the collard greens, there's a chunk of smoked pork meat in every bite of that stuff, and it is amazing. And the salad that you had,
it was a kale and barley salad. You know, I'm trying to slim down my figure, and it was healthy. It was light. It cut the flavor of the gaminess from the buffalo. It was one of the most amazing things I've ever had. I'm stealing it.
So I give a 5 out of 5 for my venison. It was just damn good.
The whole thing, damn good.
Oh, and the great thing about the meat pie, you never know what's in it until you actually come and sit down.
they have
and eat.
all kinds of different types of game that they rotate in and out. So you have to ask what the game is, because it's just on the menu as wild game meat pie.
We have the pecan pie.
Classic Southern fare.
The bread pudding.
The bread pudding.
One thing you want to say about this bread pudding is that it has a hint of coconut in it that really makes that bread pudding. It's amazing.
Here we have the key lime pie. Something I always think about getting. But then we have a brownie here with ice cream and raspberry drizzle on it. So
I don't know how we physically did it, but we managed to shoehorn some dessert into this already incredible meal. I had the pecan pie. Now, usually I'm not a huge fan of pecan pie, but I got it because there were 4 available desserts and 4 of us, and I wanted us to be able to try everything. Now, the reason I usually don't like pecan pie is it's too sickeningly sweet. It's very syrupy. You always get like this maple type of taste off it that I'm not a really big fan of. But this one, the nuts, the pecans themselves were the star of the dish, and they really came through with a very light taste, a nice drizzle of caramel on top. It was excellent, as was the crust. I was really impressed. It was very good. I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
And I get the pleasure of talking about the epic key lime pie. Oh my god. All I can say, it was hands down the best key lime pie I've ever had. It was made in house. The crust, it was a graham cracker crust, but like my friend Jim pointed out, it was made with what was it?
Condensed milk instead of butter.
Instead of butter. Absolutely epic. It was topped with some chantilly cream, which was not sweetened at all, and it just cut that sweetness of the key lime pie.
Acidity.
Yeah, it was in my opinion, it was a 5 out of 5, and it was the best out of the
so
desserts.
Yeah,
good.
I
I swear to
don't
God.
think anyone's exaggerating saying that might have been the best key lime pie that we've ever had, or among them.
Now, what did you have? Because we have to pair off here.
Yes, the 2 guys. I had the house bread pudding. It was, in a word, excellent. It was not thick at all. You could just put your fork or a spoon through it. I actually liked the bread flavor to it, and I couldn't tell what kind of, like, I think they had a little fruit in there.
It
It
was
was
coconut in there.
Yes, that's why you recommended
Which is the
it.
kicker.
Yeah, Jim recommended it for that, going, you're going to love this, and damn, that coconut, you can taste it through it. I would order that again in a heartbeat, if not for key lime pie.
I had a brownie warmed with topped with ice cream and a raspberry drizzle. It was very decadent, as Chris would say. It was nice. It was thick.
It was dense with a lot of walnut in it, which I love in my brownie.
God,
That brownie was top notch.
Yeah, it was pretty much the essence of decadence.
It was like cutting into heaven. It really was. Really, really was.
Now I give it a 5 out of 5. But what do you say? Who won?
Honestly, I think that between us, the winner I think was the bread pudding. But I mean, out of all of this,
Key lime pie, man. I swear to God, I would make sweet passionate love to that key lime pie.
I think we all did.
So as of the end of this show, the guys are now 1-1 on desserts. Looking forward to next week on that one.
Yeah, but technically you didn't win.
Hey, between the guys, yes I did. You know it. So at the end of the show, we want to wrap up by giving you a review of the place as a whole. First off, the service. As Jim pointed out earlier, the service is excellent. They're very knowledgeable about whatever you want to ask about the menu, and if they don't know themselves, they'll go get someone who does. I mean, what was it about the beer you were asking them?
Well, I was asking about a Lembeck because I was trying to find you a nice beer that you liked, and he went back and conferred with the bartender to find out exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, they went and saw what I was eating, brought out beer they thought would go with it. They didn't just get, hey, a beer I like. They prepared it for me.
Yeah, they brought out a couple of samples so we could choose, and then we ordered from those two,
Yeah.
which was amazing.
Damn.
Yeah, our server was highly knowledgeable, and when he didn't know, he went back to the kitchen, like they were saying. He went back to the kitchen and asked.
Trust me, I asked him some hard questions. I asked him what
From a
kind of
chef's
wood they
stamp-
used to smoke their meats, and
Yeah.
he gave an answer like right away.
From
Yeah.
a chef standpoint, that is exactly how we want our servers to approach a table, knowledgeable. And if they don't know, they'll go ask, because I guarantee you someone will have the answer.
So on a service rating, easily for me, 5 out of 5. Value pricing, what do you think?
I feel we got what we paid for. I would give it a 4
This
out
is
of
not
5.
the cheapest place in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm telling you, you're not going to come out here for 2 people for less than 60, 50 bucks.
Yeah.
Especially if you drink some of the beer, which I had already.
Yeah, I mean, for example, my baby backs for the whole rack was 25, plus the beer thing was 8 for
Yeah.
one of mine, and the desserts were all at least 7, if I remember right.
But there are a lot of really good house beers for about $5.50 that are
Yes.
really good.
Yeah, so it's not cheap, but damn, if you didn't tell already, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked away very, very happy. Very happy.
So
Well, I would say a 4 out of 5 for the cost.
I would agree with that. 4 to 4.5 out of 5. Yeah.
And atmosphere?
Yeah, atmosphere. I like the place. It has a like open atmosphere. The windows are down. It looks like it could go up, but it's a nice place to come with some like foodies.
And there's a nice patio area for
Yeah.
when it's sunny out here in Long Beach, which is most of the time.
background. And yeah, definitely a good place to come back again and kind of hang out for the afternoon with what we had.
Yeah. It has a nice, cool little like kitschy rockabilly type 50s feel.
That's
if you
what I'm
can't-
looking for,
If
yes.
you can't really tell by the way that the sign is sort of laid out, and you know that sort of feel goes through it. And wait till you see the novelty T-shirts they got in here. They're hilarious.
Hilarious.
If my cow's in a coma, is it considered vegetarian? I think was the.
If the cow's in a coma, is it considered a vegetable?
There you go.
Yeah.
Priceless.
So I would give it 5 out of 5 for atmosphere.
Damn straight. So end of the show, our recommendations. James, would you
I would
come
come here again in a heartbeat.
This is like my 12th time here.
Hell's
This is my first time here, and I
Yes.
wish I'd been here 12.
And bring your friends here.
I just brought my friends here.
I'm his friend.
self-evident.
No, okay, 2 friends and a valued acquaintance.
You know, that's the best a guy can hope for, really, in these day and ages.
And as a date, I would consider bringing. I would bring a first date here. You were speaking to that, Chris.
I definitely would not bring it as a first date, as an opening, but as a second date to solidify it, especially if she's really into food. Smoking is a cut above out here.
And if she likes any kind of beer,
Yeah.
it's also a good thing. I brought my wife here, so yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a place you can come out, hang out, and enjoy the value we talked about, the atmosphere we talked about. Definitely, I would.
And you're also in the heart of Long Beach, and there's a lot of cool stuff, dancing and all kinds of club life right a block away as well. So that's also an added benefit.
Very good thing for a date. Okay.
All right.
For our next episode that we're going to do in 2 weeks' time is going to be
El Pescador. It is a Mexican restaurant. It also has some specials of fish there. My parents went there a few weeks ago, and some friends went there before that, and all of them raved about it. So I'm really looking forward to that.
So we're going to try El Pescador.
Please remember to like our video as well as subscribe below the page. We'll be posting this video as well on Twitter and Facebook, and please follow us on Twitter at 2GuysTakeOnFood.
You forgot Google Plus.
Google Plus, yes.
G+, yo. Yeah.
That's our episode. So hey, keep eating.